Everyone knows a version of me, the professional version, the confident version, the composed version, the version built for daylight. But there are other versions too. The one who doubts himself, the one who misses people, the one who still wonders if he made the right choices, the one who sits alone after midnight, listening to old songs and thinking too much. We are all larger than our reputation. The version of me nobody sees carries scars, carries questions, carries memories too complicated for small talk. The version of me nobody sees isn't weaker, just more honest. I think everyone has one, a hidden self, protected from the world, not because it's shameful, because it's sacred. The deepest parts of us were never meant for crowds, only for trust, only for love, only for quiet moments like this one. Version of me nobody sees carries scars, carries questions, carries memories too complicated for small talk. Version of me nobody sees isn't weaker, just more honest. And maybe real connection begins when we stop pretending we're simpler than we are, because every soul contains an entire universe hidden from view. The city knows my name, but not my story. Everyone talks about strength like it's something beautiful, something admirable, something worth becoming. Nobody talks about the cost, the sleepless nights, the swallowed emotions, the tears that never arrive. Because there wasn't time. I've been called strong my entire life, mostly by people who never saw me alone. Strength and loneliness sometimes we're the same face. The cost of being strong is that people forget you're human. They assume you'll survive everything without needing help, without needing comfort, without needing anyone. And sometimes you start believing it too. You were one of the few who saw through it. You recognized the exhaustion hiding inside confidence. You noticed the cracks beneath the polished surface, not because I showed them, because you paid attention. That's a rare kind of love, being understood without having to explain yourself. The cost of being strong is that people forget you're human. They assume you'll survive everything without needing help, without needing comfort, without needing anyone. And sometimes you start believing it too. The city outside keeps moving, thousands of windows glowing, millions of stories unfolding. And here I am, learning something embarrassingly simple. Even the strongest hearts need somewhere to rest. I don't want saving, I never did. I only wanted someone who understood the difference. The cost of being strong is carrying everything alone, long after you no longer have to. The night is quiet for once, so am I. You never said you were leaving, not directly, but there are ways people disappear long before they go. The texts become shorter, the pauses become longer, the laughter arrives less often. And one day you realize you've been talking to an echo for months. I noticed all of it, I just wasn't ready to admit it. Love doesn't always end with words. Sometimes it ends with fewer of them. We became a language made of silence, fluent in avoidance, experts at pretending the courage to say it. I replay old conversations sometimes, searching for the exact moment things begin to break. Not because I wanna change it, because I wanna understand it. How can two people who once felt like home become strangers without ever moving away? The older I get, the less interested I am in blame. Life is complicated enough without turning pain into a courtroom. We became a language made of silence, fluent in avoidance, experts at pretending everything was fine, while entire oceans were growing between us. Had the courage to say it. Maybe love isn't measured by how long it lasts. Maybe it's measured by how deeply it changes you. If that's true, then you changed me forever. Not through grand gestures, but through ordinary still follow me home. The coffee shop on 8th Street, the song playing in your car, the way you looked out windows when you were thinking, tiny details still survive in time. Stop speaking, their memory never does.
The hardest part isn't goodbye, it's what happens afterward. When the road grows quiet again and reality finally catches up. No dramatic ending, no broken glass, no final argument, just tail lights disappearing into rain. Some departures echo longer than words. After the headlights fade, what's left of us remains. In coffee shops, inside streets, in songs I can't skip anymore. After the headlights fade, the silence starts speaking. I thought strength meant forgetting, I was wrong. Strength is remembering without letting it destroy you. It's driving through familiar places without turning around. It's carrying love with dignity, even after it and after the headlights fade. What's left of us remains. In coffee shops, inside streets, in songs I can't skip anymore. After the headlights fade, the silence starts speaking. Years from now, we'll probably become strangers again. Two people connected only by history. But tonight, on this empty highway, you're still the chapter I read the most. After the headlights fade, the city keeps moving somehow, so do I. The road stretches forward, the memory stays behind. The midnight keeps driving. Sometimes I meet old versions of myself in familiar places. A certain street corner, a certain song, a certain scent in the air. And suddenly, I'm 23 again. Certain about things life would later prove wrong. Back then I thought love was enough. I thought effort guaranteed outcomes. I
thought good people always stayed. The years corrected me. Wisdom often arrives disguised as disappointment. Somewhere between who I was and who I am, I lost things, I found things, I became things I never planned to be. Somewhere between who I was and who I am, your memory still exists, like a bridge connecting both sides. You knew a version of me few people remember, less polished, less guarded, more willing to believe. Maybe that's why thinking about you feels different. You're connected to a person who no longer exists, and yet somehow still lives inside me. Somewhere between who I was and who I am, I lost things, I found things, I became things I never planned to be. Somewhere between who I was and who I am, your memory still exists, like a bridge connecting both sides. The city reflects itself across rain-soaked pavement, past and present existing together, just like us, just like memory. I don't want to go back, but I'm grateful for where I started, because every version of me led here, even the broken ones. Midnight stretches across the skyline, and I finally understand. Growth always costs something. At 20, I had answers for everything: love, success, people, life. At 35, I mostly have questions, better questions, but questions nonetheless. The certainty disappeared somewhere along the journey, and strangely, I'm okay with that. Wisdom isn't collecting answers, it's becoming comfortable with complexity. The older I get, the less I know, and the more I understand how little anyone knows. We're all improvising, all learning, all pretending to be more certain than we really are. The city teaches humility every night. Millions of lights, millions of stories, millions of lives, all unfolding at once. Who am I to think I understand everything? The people I've lost, the people I've loved, the mistakes I've made, the victories I've celebrated, all of them taught me the same lesson. Stay curious, stay humble, stay open. Maybe maturity isn't becoming an expert, maybe it's realizing how vast life truly is, and choosing wonder over ego. The older I get, the less I know, and honestly, that's become one of my favorite things, because certainty ends conversations, curiosity begins them. stretches endlessly ahead. And for the first time, I don't need to know where it leads. Empty seat, full memory. That's how the night rides with me. The passenger seat is empty, but it don't feel alone. Your absence has a way, like you learned to have a home. I keep the temperature low, windows kissed by the rain. One hand on the wheel, one thought I won't name. You used to sit there sideways, bare feet on the leather, talking like the future could survive bad weather. I never said too much, you never asked too loud. We both had old wounds, we both wore them proud. Now the road keeps stretching like something I can't explain, and every mile gets quiet, but nothing feels changed. The passenger seat is empty, but I still feel you there, in the shape of the silence, in the cold night air. I don't reach for your hand, I don't call your name, but some love leaves quietly and stays all the same. The passenger seat is empty, still I drive like to some part of the midnight still belongs to you. I can't look like I'm leaving, I can't act like I'm free, but the passenger seat is empty, and it's looking back at me. I remember how you studied me like I was hard to read. Said you don't say much, but your silence feels deep. I said that's just how I am, but that was only half true. The other half is fear, dressed up in something smooth. You deserve softer answers than the ones I gave slow. You deserved a man honest enough to let his guard show. But I was still learning how to be touched without leaving, how to be wanted without searching for the ending. And maybe that's why this seat hurts, not because you're not here, but because when you were sitting there, I never made it clear that I noticed every detail, every breath, every look, every time you chose silence. When my walls never shook, the passenger seat is empty, but I still keep it clean, like some foolish part of me still protects the dream. I don't wait by the phone, I don't pray you return, but there are lessons in absence, only grown men learn. The passenger seat is empty, and I finally understand. Sometimes losing a woman is how you meet the man you should have been, when she was close enough to see. long before it became loneliness. I got good at leaving quietly. No screaming, no dramatic scenes, just a slow emotional exit behind polished routines. I answer texts a little shorter, take longer drives at night, convince myself distance meant clarity, when really I was terrified. Cause every time somebody loved me, I started preparing for the loss. Not because they gave me reasons, but because pain taught me the cost. So I mastered disappearing emotionally before anybody could leave first, and called it self-protection, while my soul got worse. I got good at leaving, too good for my own peace, turning love into memory before it could become something deep. And now every empty penthouse feels like punishment in disguise. I got good at leaving, but never learned how to stay alive inside. You saw through it eventually, the way emotionally intelligent women do. You stopped arguing with my silence and just looked disappointed instead of confused. That hurt more than anger, more than tears ever could. Cause disappointment means someone finally realizes you're not becoming who you should. And I hated myself that night, driving home under neon rain, knowing I lost somebody beautiful, not through betrayal, but emotional distance and pain. Some men don't destroy relationships loudly, they slowly starve them of honesty. I got good at leaving, now I'm trying to unlearn the habit, try not to shut down emotionally. Every time love feels massive, oh, trying to become a man who doesn't fear being seen, because surviving loneliness too long changes what peace even means. Leaving became instinct, now healing feels unfamiliar. Healing got quieter as I got older. A man doesn't heal loudly, not usually. He heals in small decisions nobody else sees, by going home earlier, by drinking less at night, by finally admitting some memories still bite. By learning not to text her every time loneliness appears, by sitting alone with silence instead of running from his fears. People think healing looks dramatic, like breakthroughs and tears, but sometimes it's just surviving another midnight without disappearing. A man doesn't heal loudly, he heals in hidden ways, in long drives after midnight, in words he almost says, in choosing peace over ego, and finally resting his heart. A man doesn't heal loudly, he heals slowly in the dark. I used to confuse numbness with emotional maturity. Thought being unaffected was the highest form of security. But numb men don't experience peace, they only experience less. Less connection, less softness, less life inside the chest. So now I let myself miss people without calling it weakness. Let myself remember love without needing to possess it. And honestly, it's harder than heartbreak, learning to feel deeply without letting it destroy you. Growth ain't becoming colder, growth is staying open after life gave you reasons not to. Prove yourself to people who never cared, and finally become the version of you that pain was trying to prepare. Healing got quieter as I got older, but it became real. Elevator door slide open slowly, penthouse glass against the sky, black suit hanging off my shoulders, Rolex catching passing light, city glowing 30 floors beneath me, like diamonds thrown in rain. Every tower holds a story, every window knows my name. Silk tie loose, one button open, whiskey breathing in my hand. Everything I built around me still feels quiet where I stand. Funny how success gets lonely when the music fades away and the skyline keeps on shining, but your voice don't stay. Power isn't always louder, sometimes it barely moves. Sometimes the room gets silent the second you walk through. Midnight executive, heart under tailor black, built my peace in shadows. Never looking back. Midnight executive, still carrying what I hide. A kingdom in the city lights, the storms I keep inside. You once kissed me near the window, rain hitting downtown hard. Said I felt untouchable, but still carried battle scars. Maybe that's what pulled you closer, the calm beneath the steel. How I spoke so little, but made everything feel real. Now your lipstick's gone from crystal, only skyline left to hold, and ambition feels expensive, but memory feels under the sea, long zeros, everything mine, still feeling cold, slow heartbeat, skyline bright, just me and midnight. Midnight executive, still breathing through the blue. Remembering you. Beneath the surface there's so much more. A love that's buried that we can't ignore. I see your pain but you hide it well. A broken heart is silent, yeah. We smile for the world but it's all a lie. Underneath we're both asking why. The scars you wear, they speak so loud, but in the silence we're not allowed. We carry our burdens, our hearts full of doubt, but in each other's arms we figure it out. Beneath the surface we're all the same, torn between love and the shame. Beneath the surface we're fighting to breathe. Love so deep makes us believe. Carry each other through the night. Beneath the surface we'll find the lights. Hey. Your tears fall but you won't let me see the weight you carry, the broken plea. But I feel in a way you hold back. A love so deep, but it's on the attack. We walk a line so thin, so tight, but together we'll make it right. Beneath the surface we're both afraid, but we can't stop, we've already paid our burden. Our hearts full of doubt, but in each other's arms we figure it out. Beneath the surface we're all the same, torn between love and the shame. Beneath the surface we're fighting to breathe. The love so deep it makes us believe. We carry each other through the night. Beneath the surface we'll find the light. The world may never see our pain, but together we'll break the chain. Beneath the surface love will heal. We'll find the strength to truly feel. Beneath the surface love so deep it makes us believe. We carry each other through the night. Beneath the surface we'll find the light. Beneath the surface we're not alone. Together we'll find our way home. The shadows move
see your face, a silent invitation. I feel the trace, every step I take. You follow me in the darkness. I find what I need. You pull me close without a sound. The more I fight, the more I'm found. The shadows tempt, they call my name. In this game, we're both the same. Tempting shadows, they dance so near. Every moment with you, I feel no fear. The night is our stage, and the world fades away. Tempting shadows, I'm here to stay. Your touch is soft, but it burns my skin. The light is gone, but the fire's within. I wanna run, but I'm trapped in your spell. In the shadows, I cannot tell. You pull me close without a sound. The more I fight, the more I'm found. The shadows tempt, they call my name. In this game, we're both the same. Tempting shadows, they dance so near. Every moment with you, I feel no fear. The night is our stage, and the world fades away. Tempting shadows, I'm here to stay. Moonlight fades, but you're still inside. Every temptation feels so right. In the shadows, we make our way. Tempting shadows, we never stray. Tempting shadows, they dance so near. They dance so near. Every moment with you, I feel no fear, no fear. The night is our stage, the world fades away. Tempting shadows, I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. Tempting shadows. You're my everything. But it's all I've ever known. I remember your touch like it was real, soft and quiet. It made me feel like I was the only one alive. In your arms I wouldn't survive, but you don't reach out anymore. Now I'm lying on the floor, waiting for a touch that won't come. In the silence I'm numb. You gave me everything you could, but I never understood that the silence was the realest thing you ever gave me. That you bring silent touch, I can't forget. Every time you held me close, I felt regret. It wasn't loud, but it made me whole. Now I'm lost without a soul. Silent touch, you let me go, but in my mind you still show like a ghost never fades. You're the silence I can't evade. Now
search for the feeling I lost. Every night I lie awake, wondering if it was just a mistake. I wish I could feel you again, but the silence is my only friend. And every touch I've had since you feels empty, it doesn't feel true. I reach for you in the dark, but it's just a shadow mark, and I'll never know what we could be if you told to never leave. Silent touch, I can't forget. Every time you held me close, I felt regret. It wasn't loud, but it made me whole. Now I'm lost without a soul. Silent touch, you let me go, but in my mind you still show. Like the ghost that never fades. You're the silence I can't evade. If you never spoke, would I still feel? If your touch was cold, would it feel real? Silent touch. I'll always miss you. I'll always miss you. The moon shines bright, but it feels so cold. Like the love we share, now grown old. I walk alone beneath the moon. It's like a reminder of love's sweet tune, but the melody's gone. It's lost in the dark, a faded song, a forgotten spark. Your touch once warm, now just a chill. I thought I could forget, but I never will. The night holds secrets I wish to ignore, but with each step I want you more. Beneath the moonlight, I feel your gaze, but you're not here, just a distant phase. I try to find what's left of us, but the silence tells me it's all just us. Beneath the moonlight, I wait for you, but your shadow's the only thing that's true. Thing that's true. I reach for the stars, but they slip away. Just like the love we couldn't say. The night's too quiet, my thoughts too loud. I'm lost in the space between the clouds. Your love was a dream that slipped through my hands, like sand in the hourglass, no demands. I try to move on, but I can't forget the love we had, the love I regret. Beneath the moonlight, I feel your gaze, but you're not here, just a distant phase. I try to find what's left of us, but the silence tells me it's all just us. Beneath the moonlight, I wait for you, but your shadow's the only thing that's true. That's true, that's true, the only thing that's true. If I let go, will you still be near? Or will you fade like the light I fear? Beneath the moonlight, I keep searching for you. Ooh, I keep searching for you. I keep searching for you. I keep searching for you. but I still see it. Her name in the review, not written, just felt like a shadow in the glass of the man I used to tell. That moving on was simple, that control could erase every soft little memory, every dangerous place. But the road has a language only midnight understands. It shows you what you lost without ever using hands. And I keep my eyes forward, that's the rule I made. But some names follow quietly, no matter how far you fade. Her name in the rearview, still riding with me. I don't turn the car around, but I don't feel free. Some love becomes distance, some pain becomes truth, and mine still appears like her name in the rearview. I remember not the ending, but the almost before. When you looked at me softly, like I could be more than the silence, more than the charm, more than a man who survived by staying calm. And maybe that's what I miss, not just you, but the chance to be known without performing, to be held without defense. I don't wanna go backward, but I won't lie either. Some people leave your life and become part of the mirror. Her name in the rearview, fading, but that not enough to stop me, just enough to care. I keep driving forward, that's what grown men do, but some nights still carry. Her name in the rearview. I don't look back, but I still see it. Rain on the windshield, your number's still sitting at the top of my screen. You look dangerous under violet lights. Black dress, gold earrings, slow confidence. The kind of woman who doesn't ask for attention, because attention naturally bends toward her. I remember the bartender speaking to me, and me not hearing a single word, because your eyes had already started a conversation. Too intimate for crowded rooms. The bass moved low through the floor. Your perfume mixed with cigarette smoke, and somehow the entire city disappeared the second you leaned close enough to whisper. You always look emotionally unavailable. God, you had no idea how accurate that was. Now it's just neon between us, wet streets and unfinished tension. Two people, too self-control to admit what they felt instantly. And maybe that's why I still replay your voice on these long midnight drives. Summer attraction, never become relationships. They become ghosts that stay alive. You like the version of me that existed after midnight. The calm masculine mystery, the quiet confidence, the polished restraint. But you never saw the war underneath it. Never saw how many emotions I swallowed before entering rooms. How many times loneliness sat beside me inside luxury hotel suites. Men like me learn early that vulnerability changes how the world treats you. So we become smooth instead of honest, desired instead of understood. Still, I wanted you differently, not just physically, not just temporarily. I wanted morning conversations and your hoodie hanging inside my penthouse. I wanted your silence beside mine, without either of us feeling empty. Now it's just neon between us, a memory glowing through the rain. And every woman after you feels emotionally rearranged, because once somebody touches your soul correctly, nothing shallow feels the same. Now it's just neon between us, and a man to control to say your name. Still driving, still thinking about you.
In the silence of the night, I hear your voice echoing softly, as if I had no choice. Everywhere you speak, it lingers in the air, a memory so vivid, I feel you everywhere. You're the sound in the stillness, the beat in my chest. Every thought of you I can't seem to repress. Love echoes in my mind, it's all I hear in the quiet. Your presence is near. Echoes of your love, they haunt me deep. Every whisper, every sigh, every sigh, it's all I keep. I can't escape the sound, the pull, the trail. In the echoes of your love, I find my place. I try to move on, but your love still remains. A shadow that follows me, like an endless chain. Every place I go, every face I see, I'm searching for you, but you're lost in me. You're the sound in the stillness, the beat in my chest. Every thought of you I can't seem to repress. Your love echoes in my mind, it's all I hear in the quiet. Your presence is near. Echoes of love, they haunt me deep. Every whisper, every sigh, it's all I keep. I can't escape the sound, pull the train. In the echoes of your love, I find my place. In every corner, in every dream you're here, I hear your voice it's crystal clear. Your love is a melody that never ends, and the echoes of your love I'll transcend. Echoes of your love, they haunt me deep. Every whisper, every sigh, every spark, every sight, it's all I keep. Can't escape the sound, put a trace in the echoes of your love. I find my place. Echoes of your love, forever in me. I became successful, respected, desired, but not peaceful. I became everything except peaceful. Built a life people envy online. Penthouse views, tailored confidence. Reservations hard to find, but nobody photographs loneliness. Nobody posts emotional fatigue. Nobody tells you an ambition can slowly make your spirit leave. I chase perfection aggressively because failure scared me young. Thought if I became important enough, pain would finally come undone. Instead I just became harder, more careful with every year, more addicted to control, more uncomfortable being sincere. And now women tell me I can feel you holding back, like emotional distance leaves fingerprints across a man's entire character. I became everything except peaceful, still searching in midnight drive, still wondering why success feels empty when nobody knows your mind. I learned how to master pressure, but not how to rest my soul. I became everything except peaceful, and it's starting to take a toll. I miss when life felt smaller, back when hope fit in cheap apartments, back when love wasn't complicated by status and emotional compartments. Now everybody wants something, attention, access, validation, but real connection feels rarer than money or temptation. And maybe that's why I think about you more than I admit aloud, because you knew me before achievement turned me emotionally proud. You loved me before success made me difficult to reach, before self-protection became the loudest thing about me. A man can build an empire and still not know how to sleep at night. I became everything except peaceful, but I'm trying to change that now. Trying to value emotional safety more than applause from crowds. Trying to become a man who doesn't confuse control with healing. I became everything except peaceful. Now peace is all I'm needing. The city still loves me. I just wish I loved myself this easily. There are things men carry that never become words.
What he never says out loud is he's scared sometimes too. Scared he'll never fully become the man he promised he'd grow into. Scared that success changed him. Scared softness disappeared. Scared every relationship failed because he never learned sincerity without fear. But he won't post about it, won't cry in crowded rooms. He'll just keep driving through the city with low music and expensive perfume. Cause masculinity taught him early to survive before he speaks. So even his loneliness learns how to move discreetly. What he never says out loud still lives inside his chest. The pressure, the memories, the need for rest, the desire to be understood without explaining every scar. What he never says out loud usually hurts the hardest part. He remembers every woman who tried to love him honestly, especially the ones he pushed away because vulnerability felt dangerous emotionally. And every now and then, at a red light after 2, he wonders who he'd be today if he had stayed true. Not rich and not louder, not more admired by the crowd, just emotionally available enough to say I need you out loud. But life made him careful, and careful men age slow, because they spend half their lives protecting wounds nobody knows. Some men aren't cold, they're just carrying years of silence properly dressed. What he never says out loud shapes every move he makes, every goodbye he delays, every connection he breaks. And maybe one day he'll learn strength ain't hiding every scar. Maybe one day he'll finally say who he really is in the dark. There are things men carry that never become words. I speak low because I learned loudness doesn't make truth stronger. I move slow because I know desire burns better when it waits longer. You said my voice felt like midnight, like something warm under control, but you didn't know the reason. I sounded calm, was damage old. I built high walls with quiet hands, made them look like self-respect. Called it standards, called it wisdom. Sometimes both are self-defense. Low voice, high walls. It's the man you met. A little charm, a little danger. couldn't give you more. You said, I know there's more to you. I said, there always is, but knowing there's a deeper room don't mean you get to live in it. I was unfair in subtle ways, not cruel, but not complete. I gave you enough to feel desire, not enough to feel at peace. And the kind of love is selfish, even when it looks refined. Keeping someone close enough, but not close enough to find the man behind the posture, the fear beneath the taste, the boy who learned too early that love can be unsafe. Low voice, high walls, that's the truth I know. A man can look like shelter while still being hard to hold. You wanted something honest, I gave you something controlled. Low voice, high walls, now I drive alone. I'm not proud of every silence, I'm not proud of every line. Sometimes being hard to reach, it's just loneliness in desire. I'm learning what they cost. You don't always lose from weakness, sometimes strength gets you lost. So I lower them slowly, stone by stone, scar by scar. Low voice, high walls won't get me very far. A deep voice can hide a wound, but not forever.
Behind closed doors, we're free to be. No one sees the love that we need. The world outside doesn't understand, but in your arms I take your hand. We speak in whispers, secrets untold. A love so wild, but it's controlled. The outside world will never know. Behind closed doors, we let it show. The walls are thin, but our hearts are strong. In the silence we belong. Every touch is a promise kept. Behind closed doors, where secrets are well. Behind closed doors, we find our way. In the shadows, we choose to stay. No one else can take this from us. Behind closed doors, we're the only one. Behind closed doors, we love in silence, but it's so loud. No one else can break this vow. Yeah. You're my secret, my hidden love, a gift that no one can speak of. The world may never know our truth, but in this room we find our proof. Behind closed doors we make our stand. A love so pure, yet so unborn. Walls are thin, but our hearts are strong. In the silence we belong. Every touch is a promise kept. Behind closed doors, where secrets are well. Behind closed doors, we find our way. In the shadows, we choose to stay. No one else can take this from us. Behind outside may tear us apart, but in this space you have my heart. And closed doors, we are free. A love that no one else can see. Behind closed doors, we find our way. In the shadows, we choose to stay. No one else can take this from us. Behind closed doors, we're the only one. Behind closed doors, where we are whole. In the silence, we find our soul.
Loneliness wears expensive cologne. Strongest men get lonely too. They just hide it better than most. Still answer calls with confidence while feeling invisible inside their soul. Still walk into rooms in my head. Still shake hands with steady grace. Still carry conversations smoothly while exhaustion sits behind their face. People think masculine means unshaken, like strength removes the ache. But some men become calm only because they've learned heartbreak. And after enough disappointment, you stop asking to be understood. You start convincing yourself that being needed is no good. The strongest men get lonely too. Late at night when nobody sees, when the city goes quiet and pride finally breathes. They think about old lovers and the softness they outgrew. The strongest men get lonely too. I know how to control my voice, know how to control desire, know how to leave a room untouched even when my chest is tired. But self-control becomes a prison when you never put it down. When every vulnerable emotion gets buried underground. Sometimes I wanna call somebody just to hear how was your day. Not because I'm falling apart, but because I'm human underneath the weight. And maybe that's the hardest part of becoming emotionally mature. You stop craving attention and start craving something pure. Not validation, not ego, not noise. Just peace beside another heartbeat. Oh, the strongest men get lonely too. Even if they never say it loud, even if they wear success beautifully, even if they stand out in crowds. Because strength ain't never heard it. It's carrying pain with truth. And the strongest men get lonely too. Some loneliness wears expensive cologne and drives home alone.
Every night I lay awake thinking of you.
your kiss sets my heart on fire. Every moment without you is like a dream so cold. I need you, I want you to heaven to craving love, I need it to survive. Without you, I feel like I'm barely alive. Your arms will find my way, craving your love every night and day. Craving your love, I need it to survive. Without you, I feel like I'm barely alive. Your arms will find my way, craving your love every night and day. The nights are lonely without you, my heart aches. Every memory of you, my body shakes. I can still taste your kiss, feel your touch. I need you more than ever, it's just too much. Every second apart, it's like a wound in my chest. But when you're with me, I feel truly blessed. I crave the way you make me feel so alive. With you, I am whole. With you, I thrive. Craving your love, I need it to survive. Without you, I feel like I'm barely alive. Your arms will find my way, craving your love every night and day. Craving your love, I need it to survive. Without you, I feel like I'm barely alive. Your arms will find my way, craving your love every night and day. I'll wait for you no matter how long it takes, because every piece of me, my heart, it breaks. Without you here, everything feels wrong. But in your love, I'll be where I belong. Craving your love, I need it to survive. Without you, I feel like I'm barely alive. In your arms, I'll find my way, craving your love every night and day. Craving your love, always and forever. Craving your love, always and forever. You don't scream, you don't shout, but you have a way of knocking me out. Your touch is like a slow flame, it burns but I never feel the pain. I watch you move across the room, with every step I'm consumed. You speak softly like it's a game, but I know that you're not the same. There's power in the way you look, you got me hooked, I'm just a rook. I'm trying to resist the pull, but your love is so beautiful. It's dangerous in the best way, I can't seem to turn away. You don't need to say a word, your silence is all I've heard. And I'm falling too deep, but I don't care, I wanna keep. You're soft, dangerous, you make me crave what I can't trust. You move like a shadow in the night, I can't escape no matter how hard I fight. You're soft, dangerous, but I need you more than I should trust. You're the fire that won't go out, and I'm lost in your doubt. Every kiss is a silent war, I don't know if I can take anymore. You pull me close but I'm falling back, caught in a love that I can't track. Your eyes say things that your lips won't tell, I'm drowning in the mystery I felt. But it's the kind of love that kills, and still I chase it with no chills. I want you, but I know the cost, I can't resist, I'm already lost. But you keep playing with my heart, and I'm a fool to fall apart. You don't need to say a word, your silence is all I've heard. and I'm falling too deep, but I don't care. I wanna keep your soft, dangerous. You make me crave what I can't trust. You move like a shadow in the night. I can't escape no matter how hard I fight. You're soft, dangerous, but I need you more than I should trust. You're the fire that won't go out, and I'm lost in your doubt. You burn me slowly, but I don't mind. You're the poison I'll drink every time. Engine low, everything under control. Midnight rolling through the skyline, neon bleeding through the glass. Every street knows how I move now, like I built this from the past. I don't rush, I don't force it. Everything come when it should. That's the difference between chasing and knowing that you could. Let the sea slow, light glow, bass hitting deep, moving slow. No distractions, no noise, just the calm of my choices. I remember nights I had nothing, now I move like I planned it. Now I sit in silence, heavy, like I already demanded it. I drive like I own it, like the night knows my name, like every loss I took was just part of the game. I don't flex, I don't show it, I just let it be seen. That kind of quiet power, don't need anything. Drive like I own it, that's the way that I live. I don't take from the world, I just become what I give. And the road keeps unfolding, every move feels right. I don't chase validation, I just move through the night. I had moments I doubted, had nights I was lost. Had to build my composure at a personal cost. But that's what made me different, that's what made me this calm. Now I carry my silence like a weapon I harm. And you see it when I pass by, you feel it when I speak. That kind of grounded energy, you don't fake it, don't teach. It comes from everything broken that you turn into gold. That's why I don't talk much, I just let it unfold. Yeah, I still think about you, but it don't slow me down. You were part of the journey, not the reason I'm crying. Drive like I own it, even when I feel pain, 'cause control ain't perfection, it's just knowing you change. shirt, heavy heart, marble floors under my shoes. Everybody thinks success protects a man from being bruised, but heartbreak in his penthouses the same way it enters homes, quietly, without permission, turning company into a loan. I saw your picture yesterday, didn't stop, didn't stare too long, but something in my chest shifted, like an old unfinished song. You look peaceful in a photo, like life fits you better now. And I hated how relieved I felt, knowing you escaped my clouds. Because loving me was beautiful, but difficult too. I gave safety with one hand and distance with the other two. Silk shirt, heavy heart, that's how I survive. Looking clean on the outside, while chaos stayed alive. I don't break in public spaces, I don't beg love to restart, but expensive things can't hide a heavy heart. I used to think emotional control was the highest form of strength. Now I know suppression only stretches the loneliness you never face. You try to love me gently, without forcing open doors, but every guarded man eventually becomes what he avoids. And I became unavailable right when you needed truth. Funny how grown men can sabotage the only thing they wanted to keep. Now I drink slower after midnight, let the records play real low, trying to become the kind of man who lets his real feelings show. Silk shirt, heavy heart, still driving through the rain, still learning vulnerability doesn't weaken a man. And maybe if love finds me again, I won't hide behind the dark, just a calm and healing slow inside a heavy heart. You can dress pain beautifully, it still hurts the same. Phone face down, but I still feel it, like your ghost might make it ring. 2 a.m. the city breathing, chrome and sorrow, everything. I don't chase what doesn't choose me, that's the rule I made from scars. Still your silence hits different when it finds me in the dark. I took the long way past your district, just to prove I wouldn't stop. Neon washing over wet roads, like the night knew what I lost. I can buy another bottle, I can fill another room, but there ain't no kind of luxury that can outshine missing you. No signal from you, static in the blue, 1,000 little maybes, but nothing coming through. I keep my head steady, I keep my face cool, but God, this empty city still sounds like you. No signal from you, maybe that's the truth. Some people no signal from you. You knew I was the quiet type, never loud, never easy read. But every time you touched my jaw, you made restraint feel weak. Yeah, you like me better, half unspoken, half desire, half disguise. A man who carries storms in private with composure in his eyes. And you told me love should feel like freedom, not a room without a key. Then you kissed me like possession, then disappear like history. I should hate the way you did it, how you slipped out clean and cold. But pain gets dangerous when it's wrapped up in somebody beautiful. I learned that from the first goodbye, and everyone that came before. The prettiest lies arrive in perfume and leave your heart across the floor. Still I kept a place for you, somewhere beneath the smoking skin. Not because I didn't know better, just because you got within. No signal from you, just static in the blue. 1,000 flashing towers, but nothing coming through. I let the bass speak for me, I let the windows bruise. The city keeps on glowing with no signal from you. Maybe you love me in your own way. Maybe I asked at the wrong time. Maybe we were two people trying to turn hunger into something divine. Maybe I was too controlled. Maybe you were too wild. Maybe the saddest thing about us is we were almost right. Now I'm passing all the places where your shadow used to lean. Lobby lights and hotel mirrors, everything still cuts too clean. I built myself from lost illusions, from cold nights and closed doors. So why's your absence feel heavier than the pain I knew before? Because you saw the side I buried, the one beneath the tailored car. The boy you still believe one person can make a war inside him, stopping for a moment. I was honest, more than style, more than smoke. Then you left me with 1,000 thoughts, and none of them were soft. No signal from you, that's all I ever get. A screen full of reflection in a voice I can't forget. I keep the engine humming like it helps me not to lose, but every mile gets colder with no signal from you. No signal from you, still I don't break the code. I never beg for closure, I just let the silence hold. But somewhere in the midnight, under all this black and blue, there's still a man half listening for one sign from you. Phone face down, rain on the roof, whole city alive. No signal from you.
The city's red, but it's not alive. I'm walking these streets just to survive. There's something in the air tonight. Streets are crimson, burning bright. I'm walking but I don't know where, chasing a love that's no longer there. You used to be my guiding light, now you're just a shadow in the night. The city's cold, so am I, underneath this bloodshot sky. Crimson streets, they lead me home, but it's a place I can call my own. I thought I could find you here, return. I feel the burn of what we learned. Your love was a fire that burned so fast. Now I'm just stuck in the past. I try to leave to find the way, but the crimson streets still lead me astray. I thought I could outrun the flame, but it's still burning, calling your name. Crimson street, they lead me home, but it's a place I can call my own. I thought I could find your name, but it's only the ghosts I feel. Crimson street, they lead me home, but it's a place I can call my own. I thought I could find you here, but it's only the ghosts I feel. If I stay, will I be free? Or will these streets just bury me? Crimson street, forever calling me. The whispers call, but they're not kind. They speak of love I left behind. I hear your voice, but it's not real. Just a ghost of the love I used to feel. The whispers of the fallen fill my ears, telling me everything I lost in years. We were a dream that faded too fast, a love that could never last. I thought I was strong, thought I could fly, but now I'm broken, lost in the sky. The whispers of the fallen, they tell my name. They say I'm the one to blame. I try to love, try to give, but now I'm stuck just trying to live. Whispers of the fallen, they fill my mind. I thought your love was one of a kind. Now I'm lost in the dark, chasing your face, but all I find is an empty space. Whispers of the fallen, they won't let go. A love that's gone, a pain I'll never outgrow. I walk alone, but I hear your call, a distant voice, but it's all my fault. The whispers grow louder, they drown my cries. A love that's lost no matter how hard I try. I thought I could move on, forget the past, but these whispers remind me that love doesn't last. I'm lost in the echoes, lost in the pain. I'm drowning in memories again and again. The whispers of the fallen, they tell my name. They say I'm the one to blame. I try to love, try to give, but now I'm stuck just trying to live. Whispers of the fallen, they fill my mind. I thought your love was one of a kind. Now I'm lost in the dark, chasing your face, but all I find is an empty space. Whispers of the fallen, they won't let go. A love that's gone, a pain I'll never outgrow. back to you.
Luxury can hide a lot of damage. Velvet boots, dark whiskey, soft gold light across your thighs. You looked at me like temptation, already knew my type. Common, dangerous men who don't speak too much. Men who learned long ago that mystery creates attachment. Your heel brushed my leg slowly, deliberate, testing restraint and guide. You had no idea how much self-control that moment took, because desire hits differently when you're emotionally lonely too. Velvet smoking, self-control, that's all I've really mastered. Wanting people deeply without letting them see disaster. And every woman thinks confidence means peace until she sees the shadows underneath. Velvet smoking, self-control, covering wounds, too proud to speak. You asked me once, what happened to you emotionally? Funny question, how do men answer that honestly? Do we explain the childhood silence, the betrayals, the years of feeling disposable, the pressure of pretending strength every day? Or do we just smile smoothly and pour another drink? That's usually what we do, because a masculine pain wears cologne now, drives luxury cars now, makes reservations under dim lighting now, but it still hurts the same. Velvet smoking, self-control, that's the image I perfected. A man impossible to read, because honesty once left him affected. Still, somewhere underneath the mystery, there's a version of me needing peace. Velvet smoking, self-control, trying not to break while looking clean. Luxury can hide a lot of damage, but not forever. Your silhouette crossed the rooftop line, moonless skin and expensive wine. Everything's slow when you look my way, like the night itself had paused to stay. A little perfume, a little flame, a little danger in your name. And suddenly my practice calm started slipping from my arms. I kept my voice low in control, like a man with secrets untold. But but you smile like you already knew exactly what you'd make me do. No need for promises tonight, just shadows dancing in silver light. Silk and smoke around your frame. I never touched you quite the same. Something holy, something wild, something dangerous in your smile. Silk and smoke, slow and close, a quiet burn nobody knows. And even now when nights get cold, I still taste silk and smoke. Downtown lights below our feet, sirens homing with the beat. You lean against the skyline rail, like every fantasy made real. No rushing, no desperate move, just tension smooth enough to bruise. A conversation through our eyes no one else could recognize. I should've left before too late, but desire can alter fate. And even kings lose their control when the right fire hits the soul. Silk and smoke around your frame. I never touched you quite the same. Something holy, something wild, something dangerous in your smile. Silk and smoke, so enclosed, a quiet burn nobody knows. And even now when nights get cold, I still taste silk and smoke. No sunrise could erase that view, no city could replace you. Just moonlight fading soft and low, and traces of your silk and smoke. There's a confidence that comes from surviving things nobody ever saw. Smiling while your chest feels violent, standing tall through every flaw. I've worn heartbreak like expensive fabric, tailored sharp and made to fit. Turned every bruise into a habit that made peace with all of it. Dashboard glowing in the darkness, gold watch catching passing light, windows tinted with reflection of a soul awake all night. And I know desire can be dangerous when it pulls with both hands tight, but discipline can feel contagious when you own your appetite. I wear a crown made of midnight, black sky under my skin. City lights bow when I drive by, like they know where I've been. I don't need noise to feel power, don't need praise to feel alive. Build my calm one painful hour at a time, at a time. You love the man who never panicked, even when the room turned cold. Maybe that's what made it tragic, how I felt but never told. There were nights I almost called you, and what your broken heart is for. And now let memories pass slowly, like headlights in reverse. Every lost one's tried to own me, now it only shapes the verse. Slow breath, night, lane, rain, glow, heart, pain, still calm, still here, still me, no fear. I wear a crown made of midnight, no witness needed now. Every wound became a skyline, every lesson taught me how. And I don't chase what disappears, I don't bend for empty light, I just let the dark reveal. My crown made of midnight. You didn't say a word, but I felt everything in the way you looked at me, like you already knew what this could be. No conversation, no explanation, just tension sitting in between two people pretending they don't feel what they see. We said nothing, but it meant everything. Every glance, every small movement, every breath between. We didn't need words, we didn't need proof. Sometimes silence speaks louder than truth. Say nothing, mean everything. That's how it started, that's how it stays. No promises made, no lies to break, just something real we don't say. You move closer but not too close, like you were balancing what you want the most. And I stay still like I always do, letting you decide what you're walking into. And I could've said something, I could've made it clear, but some moments lose value when you interfere. So I let it happen, let it stay undefined. Some connections are stronger when they don't have a line. And maybe that's why it stays, even when it's gone, because we never broke it, we just moved on. Say nothing, mean everything. That's why I still feel it after everything. They expect thunder, I bring the silence that shakes them. Yeah. I wake before the city, claim that I was no one owns. Discipline in my bloodstream, turning flesh into stone. They search for shortcuts. I built the long road with my bare hands. Every sunrise I choose again to be the man who stands. No ego parade, just the way to knowing who I am. Leadership flows natural when you master the inner plan. Crown of quiet power resting on my soul. Unshakable confidence making broken men whole. I don't chase respect, it walks behind my stride. Calm control commanding, this is how kings ride. Deep in the night, skyline watching over me. I lead with presence only few will ever see. When pressure tries to crack me, I answer with a smile. Inner strength like granite, been tested mile after mile. They talk about power, but they fall when it gets real. I stay composed because I've already made the deal with the man I see in the mirror every single night. He demands excellence, and I deliver without a fight. This isn't arrogance, this is peace from my own might. I've tamed the wild within, now the darkness feels right. Assertive without anger, strong without the noise. This is the masculine energy every real man enjoys. Crown of quiet power resting on my soul. I am the calm that leads when others lose control. Standing tall on the edge where the city meets the sky. Unshakable because I've already won inside. Quiet power, forever mine.
Expect thunder.
Dưới đây là 5 bài hát mới được sáng tác hoàn toàn mới, với lyric sâu sắc hơn, nhiều tầng ý nghĩa và chiều sâu cảm xúc. Tôi tập trung vào sự tự chủ nội tâm, như một hành trình cô đơn. Đau đớn nhưng biến đổi, sức mạnh thầm lặng không cần chứng minh. Niềm tin không lấy, chuyện được rèn từ bóng tối. Và leadership xuất phát từ việc làm chủ chính mình, trước khi dẫn dắt người khác. Ngôn từ mang tiếng thơ triết lý, giàu hình ảnh phù hợp với dark R&B. Giọng nam trong sâu, commanding những kiềm chế. Kết hợp electric piano, buồn man max bass nặng. Và không khí đêm thành phố lạnh lẽo, bạn có thể copy nguyên bài và dàn thẳng vào solo AI. I burn the old me on a rooftop, automated down. Watch the flames eat every version that learned to scream and shout. Ashes fell like silent snow on the concrete veins below. From the ruins rose a stranger with a heartbeat made of stone. No applause, no witnesses, just the wind that knew my name. Every tear I never shed became the fuel that fed the flame. They see a man who stands alone and call it arrogance, but I know the price of peace is paid in years of violence. The mirror doesn't flatter, it only shows the wall. I want it in the quiet, where no one kept the score. This is my throne of ashes, built from what I had to kill. A crown of quiet thunder that the weak can never feel. I leave by disappearing, by becoming less than seen. Yet empires shift around me in the spaces in between. Unshakable, not because I'm strong, but because I've already died. make friends with the abyss. Learn that darkness doesn't break you if you learn to become it. Every promise that was broken taught me how to never bend. Every love that left me hollow showed me how to never end. I don't collect the praises, I collect the scars instead. Each one a quiet medal for the nights I didn't beg. Leadership is not a stage, it's the weight you choose to bear when no one's watching and the mirror is the only one who cares. I speak in silences that cut deeper than any blade. Carry galaxies of pain that I never chose to trade. The strongest kings don't wear gold, they wear the void they taint. And rule the world by ruling first the chaos in the name. This is my throne of ashes, built from what I had to kill. A crown of quiet thunder that the weak can never feel. I lead by disappearing, by becoming less than seen. Yet empires shift around me in the spaces in between. Unshakable, not because I'm strong, but because I've already died and learned to walk alone. From ashes I remain, still standing in the flame.
The night cold and so do I. I crave your touch, it's like a drug. Every second without it feels like a tug. I see your face when I close my eyes, but you're not here, you're just a lie. I felt your love, but it wasn't true. Now I'm left here without a clue. Why am I still addicted to the pain, to the love that only brings rain? I hear your voice in every dream, but you're always just out of reach. Your love was never what it seemed, and now I'm drowning in your scream. Echo desire in my soul, you're the fire I can't control. I still need you, but you're gone, and I'm left with a heart that's torn. Echo desire in my mind, every night you haunt my time. You're the thing I'll never own, but you're the one that makes me whole. I try to walk away, but I can't. I keep going back to where you stand. I tell myself that I'm over you, but I still crave the things you do. Every night I lie awake, thinking of the love we tried to make, but you never stayed, you just ran, leaving me in a world that's plain. I can't escape the echo now, I'm stuck in the feeling somehow. You've left me with nothing but desire, and I keep fueling that fire. Echo of desire in my soul, you're the fire I can't control. I still need you, but you're gone, and I'm left with a heart that's torn. Echo of desire in my mind, every night you haunt my time. You're the thing I'll never own, you're the one that makes me whole. I can't move all night, forever in my world, won't forget. Echo of forever in my echo of desire. forever in my heart.
You weren't a storm, you were something slower, a quiet kind of breaking that just kept getting closer. No slam doors, no dramatic goodbye, just a slow fade out while we still tried. We still touched, but it felt like distance. Still said love, but it lost resistance. Still slept close, but something turned cold, and I knew before you ever told. It was slow damage, didn't see it at first. No explosion, no ending, just a beautiful hurt. We kept playing the part like nothing had changed. But love don't disappear, it just slowly rearranges. Slow damage, that's the worst kind. Not enough to hate you, not enough to fight, just enough to linger, just enough to stay. The spaces where your memories still don't fade. You started looking at me like I was your home, started feeling like a habit you outgrew on your own. And me, I stayed composed like I always do, but inside I was counting everything we used to do. Late night talks turned into silence, soft touches lost all their violence. We didn't break, we just became two strangers sharing the same name. And maybe that's what kills it, not the lies, not the pain, just the quiet understanding that nothing feels the same. Slow damage, still running through me now. I healed in all the ways, but not in how. You left without leaving, you stayed without love, and that's the kind of ending I still think of. City never sleeps, but my mind stays at peace. Setting 5 beats per minute, that's the rhythm of my release. I've stared at my demons till they learn to look away. Turned every dark thought into fuel for a brighter day. No need for validation when the mirror nods back. I built this version of me on a solid, silent track. They break underway, I carry it like it's light, because I mastered myself long before the fight. Echoes of the unbroken ringing through my chest, inner strength rising, put the feet to rest. Confident and calm, asserted in my stride. Leadership born from the fire, I've survived. Unshakable soul in a world that loves to shake. I am the man I chose, and I've never been to break. Late nights on the balcony, skyline painted black. I talk to the future like it's already on track. Every decision weighed, every word I measure slow. This control, strength is the only crown I'll ever show. They see the surface calm, they don't see the work behind. Years of forging discipline, paying with peace of mind. Oh, this is self-mastery in its purest form. A man who leads himself can weather any storm. No loud declarations, just the power in my stance. Quiet masculine energy that makes empires advance. Echoes of the unbroken never fade away. I stand tall in the